Okay guys, so that's day 2 in the bag. If you're wondering why I'm whispering, it's because it's 11:45 and I just got back. I have had the most amazing day. Sundance, man, this is the dream. the first screening, I went to Green Room, but I've already posted about that. So the first thing I went to today was the short films, UK short films, and I didn't get to stay for all of them because I had to sneak out and go to the Morris from America screening. But there was a couple of really great short films in there. I'm trying to remember what they're called. There was one called Rate Me, and that's Rate, just in case you didn't hear me right there. It had some really awesome Edgar Wright style editing, and the whole piece really flowed. It was all about this online forum for this prostitute, and it was all these different reviews that had been left, and it was a lot of people saying a lot of different things about this girl called Coco, and it played out each review in sort of like real life, which was really interesting. Even the really absurd comments and reviews that had been posted, they were acted out with the actress, and yet again I was sat behind her. So cool. Yeah, so that was really amazing. I don't think I've got. Yeah, it was 2 true films, and it was directed by Faisal Bolifa. Oh, I hope that's pronounced right. He's probably not going to watch this, but I hope I got your name right. And there was another one there was a stop motion animation type thing called Pombo Loves You. And going into it, I saw the animation style and I thought, this really isn't going to be for me. This doesn't look like my kind of thing at all. But the depth of the story and just how they utilised the animation style and everything, it really all came together and made a fantastic short film. I was completely shocked by how much I absolutely adored that film. That was directed by someone called Steve Warren, and yeah, keep an eye out for it. Pombo Loves You. What can I say about that film without giving anything away? So it's about this father and daughter, and they don't have a great bond, and it explores why. And when the reveal comes, well, there's a couple of reveals, but when it comes and it hits you hard, you know. And it's so much depth in such a short story. I think it was about 10-15 minutes tops. But there's so much to it, and you really empathise with the characters and everything like that. So absolutely fantastic. There was another one that I saw called Territory, directed by Eleanor Mortimer. That had. Did it have something to do with the BBC? I'm not sure. But yeah, so that was filmed in Gibraltar, and it was about these monkeys that are all urbanised and are living there, and it followed a certain few monkeys going around just doing everyday things. And I didn't get much story from it. I mean, there was professional people. It was their job to deter these monkeys. They had these little like pea shooter type things, and they were constantly trying to get them away from the human inhabitants. It was really, really interesting to see all the monkeys in this urban situation. It didn't get boring. You know, you think you've seen a monkey in a city once. It's not going to constantly surprise me for a whole film, but it really did. and each shot I was blown away by, because I just thought, how did they get the monkey to do that? They were hitting beats. They were, it's like they were actors. It was insane, but really from a story point of view, I didn't really get much out of it. As much of an achievement as it was, it didn't really resonate with me. Yeah, and then there was another one. I didn't catch the name. It was something to do with mining odes and poems or something like that. It was a Scottish film, and it was about a guy who used to be a soldier, and he became a writer, and he was telling this story of how his whole experience happened and all of this, and it kept cutting away to him soldering and an old picture of him, and then it would go to him in this sort of like foxpot style, and yeah, again, didn't really resonate with me. I mean, you could tell that the guy was clearly passionate about what he was trying to say. It wasn't conveyed very much, at least to me. That I must have. I'm sure they had a clear idea of what they were trying to get across, but for me, all it was that he was doing a very hands-on, labour-style job, and all the time he was thinking profound thoughts, and he turned that into literature, which sounds great, but it's summed up in one sentence, and I didn't feel like that needed to be explored in an entire film. That's just me, and maybe I've totally missed the point, but that's my view on it. So yeah, then I snuck out and I went to see Morris from America. Oh my word, that film is so good. Keep an eye out for that. I think the director's name was Chad Hartman. Absolutely incredible, banging soundtrack. Rap plays a heavy part in the film, and there's so much great rap music. I mean, the credits rolled to 99 Problems by Jay-Z. There were so many genuine laugh out loud moments in it, but there was also a lot of touching, really sentimental moments as well. It was a really great balance between the story of this kid who's a bit of an underdog. He moved from America to Germany because his father works there, and he didn't really, get on with the other kids. He was just learning German and all that kind of thing, and he wanted to be a rapper. And him being forced out of his comfort zone created a rift between him and his father. And he was played by Craig Robinson, and amazingly so. Not only is that guy funny as hell, but he delivered one of the best monologues I've seen in a long time in this film. But as I was saying, there's a great balance between how Morris's story is told through the underdog story and what it's like to grow up and growing up in a different environment and all that kind of thing. But it also played a heavy part on fatherhood. That was a really strong theme throughout the piece. And it was so touching and just well delivered. It really was. I was thinking at the end of it, I was like, I enjoyed this film so much. Did I enjoy it more than Tallulah? But it's such a different kind of film. I wouldn't like to compare the two. But the thing I was saying about fatherhood, I asked a question at the end because Chad was there, and I said the theme of fatherhood was really prominent, and I thought there was a great balance. Was that always intended? Because it seemed like, through the opening and everything like that it was just supposed to be about Morris's story. and he said it was meant to be just about Morris's story, and then the way the script progressed and everything like that, he just thought, why would he be in this situation? How would it be affecting everything else? And he originally planned for Questlove from The Roots to play the father, but then found out that Questlove does not act in films. But I think that he was in the same company as Craig Robinson. He had some kind of tie to him, and Craig was being pushed for the role. So he gave him a go, and he was worried that Craig wouldn't be able to learn all the German lines, and he might struggle with the monologue and everything. Everything panned out great, and as I said, that monologue was absolutely incredible. So yeah, Morris from America, I definitely recommend that film. Check it out, 100%. Yeah, so afterwards, I was supposed to be meeting up with that guy for a drink that I chatted to on Twitter, and he messaged me saying that he was going for a drink with a friend, and I was like, oh well, I've just seen Morris from America, I'm gonna head back anyway, it's fine. But he's like, oh, we're in the bar, just come and say hi. So I did. I went and said hi, and then this other guy started talking to us, and he had an American accent, and I was kind of out of the conversation at that point. But they kept talking, and it was apparent that this guy had made one of the films that was being shown. So when I got a second, I asked him, have you made a film here? And he said that I don't know if he just directed or if he wrote and directed. I think it was both written and directed a film called Other People, which I'm actually going to see tomorrow. He has to fly out, he's not going to be there for that screening, but he managed to do a Q&A today, I think. But yeah, so I met him. I remember seeing the trailer for Other People and thinking that looks amazing. Well, I didn't look into the director's name, so if I'd known, maybe I'd been able to ask him a few questions about it. So that was awesome to meet him, and then there was a couple of other filmmakers stood next to me, and they started chatting to me, and they're showing a short film called Nymphet, that's what it's called. Tomorrow it's a private screening. And we just got talking, and then they got me a drink, and it was awesome experience. It's so great to be surrounded by so many people who are passionate about what I want to be a part of, and they said that the film being shown tomorrow is a private screening, but that I should come along and say that I know them and see if I can get in, so I'll maybe give that a go. I don't know what it clashes with, because I've got a full schedule of screenings tomorrow, but that sounds like a pretty sweet opportunity. So I'm going to take them up on that. So I didn't get to talk to George much, who I met on Twitter, but hopefully I'll get to catch him tomorrow. Yeah, so I just got back, and what a great night. I don't want it to end, but I've still got 2 more days, and tomorrow's going to be the most packed, so I think it's going to be amazing. Someone else on Twitter has popped up and said that they want to get a drink with me as well, so it's just awesome, just meeting film lovers and filmmakers. This is exactly what I wanted from the experience, so I'm very, very happy. Yeah, so stay tuned. I hope you've enjoyed this so far if you've been watching, and I'll catch you tomorrow. Cheers.